My name is Maria, and I have 5 children. I live with my husband, and I'm a housewife. I keep busy doing daily household work and making sure my children get to school every day. I have 2 teenagers, and the others are younger. My greatest desire is being able to be there for my children every day and giving them my fullest attention and support in everything they do. Recently, I was an inmate at Buen Pastor, where I was introduced to Voice of Liberty. And so was my husband when he served time in a prison. Being in prison was a very hard test, not only for me personally, but also for my children. They suffered and missed me so much. We live in a very, very bad area, basically the slums. It's really a garbage dump that we live in. We live there with humility, but there are so many times I desire better things for my children. I ask God for so much. If I continue doing the right thing the right way, my dear God will reward me so that I can bring my children up in God's way. I feel so bad for my children because they were confronted with a very hard situation. It was not the same as me being there than they being there alone. We don't know from one day to another when there will be a total life-changing moment, and my children faced that with my imprisonment. Even though it was a very hard process, I thank God. There are reasons that we are put through trials, maybe to be a better person, or maybe to grow as an individual. It was a very hard struggle to grow and become a better person. My mother carried the biggest burden by my husband and I not being there for our children. My mother leaned on a lot of support from Voice of Liberty. My mother would come and visit me in prison and bring my children. They had changed so much, and sometimes they would point out to me about all the times that I haven't been there. They would say to me, "Mom, it's been 2 or 3 years without you." And that was extremely hard to hear and overcome. To hear those things hurt me so much. To see that my mistakes hurt the ones that I loved the most, my children. I have forgiven myself, but it was very hard. I will never, ever get that time back or justify that time I did not have with them. I was introduced to Voice of Liberty in prison by attending a Kairos. I had a lot of time to reflect there and did a deep personal evaluation of myself. I learned to value small things, even though I was alone without my children and family. Now I'm here in our home, starting to restore our lives one piece at a time. I know that we will get better because with God's help, we are doing things the right way. I want to have a job because right now I'm not working. Only my husband has a job. There are a lot of things my children need and we are unable to give them. And that makes this situation very difficult sometimes. But I do have faith that I will find a job and be able to help my husband. I've come full circle in my life. I have told my children that I love them more than anything and that I am always going to be there for them. I am not going to fail them because now they have a different mother. I want what's best for them. I now smile and have joy in my heart. I don't have fear of going to prison. I feel free. I know that I paid for my crime. I have no regrets because nobody is perfect. But the only perfect one is God. I sincerely feel happy and very blessed to have met the people from Voice of Liberty. They have helped me with the support of my family. They have also helped my husband so much, to the point that he has stopped drinking. All of this makes me so happy, for now we live a more humble life, a calm life in harmony and peace. Every time we've needed support, Voice of Liberty volunteers were constantly there for us. I owe them so much. They have helped us with food and spiritual support. Now we never feel alone. They are there when we need advice or encouragement to get ahead. Sometimes we feel singled out because we have been in prison and we think we don't have this type of support. Well, that is what Voice of Liberty is to me and my family. They are like the little angels that fell from the sky